fellas, here's where we are at. This power generation system is working perfectly. Many times it has determined that this battery here, this buffer battery, is getting low, which means the base needs more power, so the GPG fires up, makes us a bunch of power, kicks out a bunch of exhaust. The exhaust then is cooled, and when it's cold enough, it's returned back into the input side. Over and over and over. I don't even think about it. Power, check. There may be some day where it doesn't produce enough power, and we'll know this because it starts the next cycle before the last cycle is done. But as long as the input pipe reads 70 minus 75, we're gold. So that's really cool. So on to the next thing. The next things. Goofing around. I got the occupancy sensor going in my little lab here. So those lights are off when I'm in, out, and on when I'm in. Yay. Stuff is growing great. I punted. I said enough with trying to get this logic right against the clock, and just took the advice from the internet, and now we use the solar angle, and anyway, it works perfectly. So check the plants. Even the fern. When I get a fern someday, I'm just going to plug in, give it 8 minutes, and it's going to go. There won't be any fooling around. So, as I was saying, oh yeah, the next thing. I was headed this way to do the next thing, and then I came back in this way to get some water and some food. My goal is to be enjoying canned condensed milk by the time these fries run out. Wouldn't that be awesome? And to do that, we need steel cans. So I got cracking on the build for the steel cans and the rest of this stuff. One day, I'll come in here, and based on the ore I need, I'll push the button and I'll pop a piece of ore. Pile of 50 of whatever the flavor is. That's going to happen because I've got silos for the different things. Nice array of those, and those are fed by combustion of the output from the deep miner. Deep miner's gonna go get me some dirty ore. I'm gonna make it into ore. I'm gonna sort it out. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna take out the coal and iron that I need for the steel. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. Count, export count, that's perfect. For our purposes, it's going to spin for a while, and the export count's going to go up, and dirty ore is going to go up that chute. So I was looking at the internet. I was looking for rumors of how traders work, and there's a web page. We've got the two legit resources are the Stationpedia in-game and the Stationeer's unofficial wiki. And the Stationeer's unofficial wiki does have a description of the things required to get the traders to provide their stuff. So I can use that for a long time without resorting to watching Stationeer's television, random clips. Okay, so he's got to get down to the very bottom before he's going to do anything. So this might be a while. Probably longer than you want to stay and watch. So it says the things that you got to do. And to do those things require resources. So that's why I did this part right now. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I didn't have to go out there and hunt down cobalt? That was the last one. It took forever to find cobalt. So wouldn't that be nice? Maybe that's everything right now. Although we could finish out the project. Yeah, let's finish out this dump project. This room, not heated. And this, I think I mentioned that this is old school and not really the best way to do things anymore. Who am I hearing? Some animal scratching the door to the side. Oh, I heard some scratching. It's fine. Thought it was the animals, but it was a person, so that's cool. So let's get this dump thing out of here with a hand drill, it says. With a hand drill, not a welder. Get that out of there. And you know what? Let's just start fresh. Let's just start super fresh. With, come on, a wrench. Taking out you. Already stole the vent, the active vent. Oh, and you. So what do we have still? We've got we've got hot gas aplenty. I don't know why that's a T, and I don't know why I can't. Oh yeah, it's a T because of how the thing used to be structured. Now it wants to be not a T, but let's not lose track of it. So we're going to take this jobby, this direct heat exchanger, over here. And we're going to need a digital valve, which we threw down here for a minute. With a drill, come on, Quasar. A digital valve controls if it's doing anything or not. Cannot place directly adjacent. No, of course you can't. And then we can go ahead and connect that puppy up. So the hot is going to get exchanged with, oh, let's go this way. The air in the room. Whenever we want, we're going to take hot air, hot gases, take some of their heat and put it in the room whenever we want. So let's do that now. So we're with the doors closed, he said. We're at minus 147. Just like that, the heat starts shooting up, doesn't it? Nice and easy. And then I've got a sensor in here somewhere. Where did I put that? Up here. Figuring that if we can get this side of the room to where we want it, eventually it'll come out to this side of the room. And if I put it way out here, well then it won't be as responsive. I think that that's the right place for it. So I think we're ready for a simple chip that says check the temperature and open and close this as we choose. And we could check that off as done. I think so. Are we to the bottom yet? Do we have a dirty ore chunk yet? Nice. We have 2 dirty ore chunks up there. And more every minute. So the way this better be going is, let's turn that off. It is off. The way this better be going, it came up here and said we're not full yet, and they're all right here, right? Yes, see it in there? Perfect. So then, turn this bad boy on. Oops, I didn't wire it. Son of a... Sorry, guys. That's not going to be an easy thing to wire either, the way I built it. Because you can't put a wire right where I want it. Even with the wiring tool, it won't make any difference. It's going to say... Why would it go that way? It would go that way, and then it's going to say, sorry, sucker. Whoa, look at that. How beautiful. How nice is that? And then we're going to need some data for it. We're going to need some data for it. Would have thunk it. I have no idea what that noise was, and I'm with you, so I will find out. Just like so. Power on, ready to make some freaking combustion throttle increase. That's what we want. Make some usable ore from the dirty ore at the proportion of the planet where we would expect iron and copper and silicon, I think, to pop out before coal. But we will see. And it occurred to me to go ahead and capture any exhaust from this operation. I don't think there's going to be very much, but as we saw in Mars, the hotter the fuel is, the faster these things turn. So why not exchange the heat from the process back into the input? It's easy. Meanwhile, combustion centrifuge. Story. There it is. 8, 7. Got 2 copper and 2 iron as predicted. But a nice little bit of input. The miner hasn't been running that long and it already collected. Look at. It already collected a bunch, and we're starting to queue already. So any minute now, this guy's going to have something to do. So that's nice. I built this shed close because there's going to be an array of them. It's a bit awkward to work with, though. Okay, there it is. Iron and carbon equals steel cans. Okay, so I haven't set up these sorters to do their sorting thing yet. And they're digital, so they're a little bit demanding, but I figured that out on Mars. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to tell it to put the iron here and the coal here, and anything else, just put it in a ball pit right there for right now. And then we're going to route some of the stacks of 50, at a time in an overflow sort of way to make sure that we're always feeding a furnace that produces steel and then auto lathe that produces cans into the metal side of the proposition. So a nice start on the hard side of the hard goods side of the proposition. I won't have any real trouble making cans. And meanwhile, look, I don't even have to go out there and try to find 1 gram of nickel because it's right there, baby. It's right there. So cool. A nice first effort toward that side of the puzzle, and I told you that I've got some leads on how to get the traders to come down. So perhaps next time you join me, next time we're together, it'll be about trying to get some traders to visit. But I am committed to fully automating this because I cheesed out or got promoted on Mars before I did so. So that's going to happen, and that'll be kind of interesting for me to do. Whether or not it's interesting for you to watch, I'm not so sure. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there, baby.